Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. I am Travis the Fair, and I am joined by my lovely little group of homeless men. And I just realized we don't have a single woman in our group. Man,
Sure.
I don't think that's out of being sexist or anything, but it's just apparently no women are interested. But I guess it's fine. You know what? Maybe I'll say Fluffy's a girl. I feel like maybe that balances out. Probably not, but you know. So let's check what we're doing here. Okay, so that looks like, I'm guessing that's stealing, that little symbol there. Probably
Yeah.
don't want to steal when there are just 3 people standing right next to it. But when we came here, there's a woman right here who said that her supplies had been stolen by a couple bandits after her barge crashed, or her ferry crashed, because she was ferrying people across the river since the bridge is out. But real quick, before I go find those, let's talk to these people. I'm guessing this dude, he's in Orland, right? Yeah, you know what? I'll reach out for his soul. You see the interior of a small dark shop. The shelves are covered with a variety of goods, some commonplace and others of a little more exotic variety. This man wanders the shelves of the shop, smiling and fondly touching the items. He maneuvers through the aisles, the only person in the shop. He stops in front of a large display showing the model of a large worm, a plaque in front of it detailing information about its natural habitat, food preferences, and mating rituals. He moves on, wandering from display to display, stopping at each one to take it in. He looks out the window at the front of the shop and sees the sun has broken the building line. People are wandering the market, stopping into shops and loitering the stalls, looking for a bargain. Standing before the front door, the man turns back to the shop and smiles again. He then unlocks the door and pushes it open, letting in the sounds of the market.
Hey there.
Alright, so these are all just gonna be... Okay.
Yeah?
That over there, that'd be the easy way to get to Defiance Bay. Before the floods, anyway.
Man, this would have been a pretty significant bridge. When she was saying the bridge got destroyed by the floods, I thought it was gonna be like a dinky little wooden bridge.
Hey there.
Apparently these people don't care about a group of travelers and their bear coming up. They're just more interested in standing. At least those two are having a conversation. The other guys are just staring at nothing. Okay, we got one of the looters. So I'm guessing these are the guys that we were hired to deal with. I'm just going to basically have everyone attack him right now. I bet that as we get further down, there will be more popping up. Yeah, there's one. Okay. Let's go ahead and knock him down. He's got a pretty quick attack. It looks like he has daggers.
Hey there.
Man, this tight corridor might be a problem. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, with it being such a tight corridor, it made it so my group wasn't able to effectively get down there. Got some reeds. Oh, what do we got here? Gathered around the soggy timbers of a shipwreckage, men and women pick through the driftwood, snatching muddy silverware, moldy clothes, chipped pottery, and anything they can spot amongst the detritus. All eyes turn to you as you approach. The group trade nervous stares at you. That's just throwing me off for whatever reason. The group trade nervous stares at you until at last a woman in muddy clothes steps forward and speaks. Where are Bretel and Terran? She asks. They were just up along the path and we heard fighting. Her eyes narrow and hand moves towards the knife on her belt, and she anticipates your reply. I mean, they did attack us. It was just a matter of self-defense. You killed them? You see Hanwin's eyes tear up before she buries her face in her hands. The men and women around her take a step back, eyeing you cautiously. Hanwin looks up, wiping her eyes. You speak of self-defense. Well, we are defending ourselves from this storm. Her voice rises and her face grows flushed from emotion. The floods took our entire farm. We have nothing left. Nothing. No food, no roof, and now I don't even have my cousins. She throws her hands up in despair. We don't want to fight you. We have lost enough already. Please, just leave us. I came here investigating the missing cargo. I guess we just mistook your cousin for looters. She blinks in disbelief. Looting? But this is a wreck. What value does it have? The men and women all turn to her, their faces frightened and worried. Please, we need these supplies dearly. The storm took everything from us. It is not our desire to steal, but we are destitute. Should we let these wares just sink to the bottom of the river? I mean, I am sorry. If I can help and still be able to get this loot back, I definitely would. Perhaps you could tell the merchant you found nothing beyond bits of driftwood from her point of view. It will be as if the river washed it all away. Besides, how much copper will she really make selling these rotting clothes and soiled wares? Ah, man. That's a tough one. I don't know. Because on the one hand, like, that other chick put all she had into it, so this is also her livelihood. And then these people... Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just going to say I can see what I can do right now. Thank you, she sighs, wiping sweat from her brow. You are the first turn of good fortune to come our way in a very long time. Hanwin snaps her fingers at one of her comrades and points to a pile of supplies drying in the sun. We don't have much, but take this as a token of our thanks. Okay, so they all just left then. Didn't mean to steal. The frayed end of the rope drifts in the river. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to kill them if they were really farmers. I didn't think that these two looters would end up being like just your average guys. Hey, Peregrine. Sorry to have to bring you some bad news. Peregrine bounces on her feet as he approaches. My helpful stranger returns. Have you managed to find anything yet? Even if all you found is driftwood, just knowing the looters got what they deserved would moisten my breeches. Well, okay. Yeah, I picked through the wreckage and I didn't really find anything salvageable. It must have washed away. Peregrine kicks her foot into the dirt several times. I figured just as much. Well, thank you for your assistance. I suppose I need to figure out how I'll recover my investment. At last, her foot stops kicking and she lets out a long sigh. Thanks for trying. If you find yourself in Defiance Bay, search out my shop. I'll need all the customers I can get. That did not go out the way I was expecting it, but, you know. I guess that's just how it goes. I was kind of expecting maybe, like, to find, just actual looters with some of the ferry intact. Because now I'm wondering how we're supposed to get to Defiance Bay. She said that we can't cross. She said that or you can't just cross anyway. She said that you have to go around a long way, and I'm not looking forward to going a long way around, so we're here. We'd have to go all the way up here, I'm guessing, over to this bridge. Who knows? I feel like if there's only 2 bridges into your town, you'd want to, and one got destroyed, it would probably be pretty important to go fix it up so your trade can resume. Alright, we only got one. Yep. So I'm not, you've probably noticed, but I'm not really using any of my skills to fight these guys. And it's just because I don't want to use up any of the, I don't want to use any up, sorry. I don't want to use any of my, like, spell slots or anything on a fight that I can really easily win. Just seems a bit of a waste. Like, when I just have one Zorip coming up, and then I feel like I could handle it on my own. Alright, so not really sure where to go. The bridge is out. The ferry was a bust. Maybe I can head off to the west, see what they got going over there. But other than that, I don't know. It's Arlen's compass. Okay. So I don't see any other way to get across, so let's see what we have in our quest log here. Go to the Temple of Wodica. Oh, that's in the Defiance Bay. Very flotsam, completed that. Explore the endless paths. Same thing. Travel with endurance. Front Lord Raedric. Travel with Ader. Also to the Defiance Bay. Let's see. Maybe there's a way out of Caed Nua. I can head. I'm guessing. Okay, yeah. So I see this route here. This route here. I'm guessing that I can probably go back to my little fortress, and while I'm there, oops, don't want to go that way. I'm already next to the exit. While I am at Caed Nua, I can check out the upgrades because I did complete the main hall, I believe it was. And we'll see how things are looking. Maybe check in with my chair, my fancy chair. I think we also still have room in our party for one more person, so that'll be interesting. I'll be happy to fill that. It'll be I think that'll be a big boost. We haven't had too much trouble with combat in a while, and I think it's definitely because of all the help we have now with Kana and Durance. But I still think it'll be interesting to see how things progress with new party members. Because I think we have a slot, like I said, I think we have a slot for one more person. Okay, I think... So that area I can upgrade, but I have to wait until the one that's going right now is finished. And I think I'm currently upgrading this, the Eastern Barbican. Oh no, I'm upgrading the Western one. I've already upgraded the Eastern one, because the Eastern one,
Hey
that's
there.
right. Okay, now I remember. So the Eastern Barbican was ruined. I repaired it, and that's what's supposed to give me access to Defiance Bay. I think that was the first thing I repaired. Then I repaired the main keep. Yeah, look at this. All the tables are set right. There's nice lighting. Our chair is looking chairly. Alright. Let's go ahead and open up. Oh, that's party. So how do I open up the fortress? It's H. For stronghold. Yep. Finishes in 1 day and 18 hours for the Western Barbican. Okay. I did that one because it's going to give me some defense, and then I'll be able to do the... And then I feel a little more comfortable doing the Bright Hollow, which I think will let me rest here as if it was an inn, which I think would be really awesome because then I wouldn't have to pay for some of those nice benefits that you get at the inn. I mean, I guess technically I would have to pay for the restoration, but still. Yeah, and look at this. The Eastern Barbican is all like fancied up, looking nice. I remember when we first came here, it was all blocked off. I think it was like wood and stuff just crumbled around it. Ah, here we go. So this takes us down to the wooden plains. All right, we're heading off. We are making progress. Feel a little bad for killing those two cousins, but you know what? They came at me first. I feel like if you are just innocent farmers, your best bet is not to first off attack the person who you see coming down the road. A wanted criminal by the name of Neri, the Deft Hand, has arrived at the stronghold seeking aid in fleeing the Deerwood. A wanted criminal. Bad visitor, leaving in 5 days. Well, that's interesting. You know what? I'm going to turn right back around and talk to this person. I want to see what this is. I'm wondering if, since he's
repairs and this keep will be a sight to see.
Hey there.
I already think it is a sight to see, friend. But no, if this is a bad visitor, I wonder if having bad visitors reduces your appeal. Maybe he's in the Grand Keep. Let's see. Now it's only in 7 hours. Just that traveling back and forth alone made enough time pass. Here we are. Neri the Deft. Let's talk to him. Name's Neri. Begging your pardon, all my lord, but I was hoping we could talk. Alright, well, let's hear it. You call your allies together and motion for the petitioner to step forward. Well, this is interesting. Oh, look at me on my throne. Man, I try not to be like an entitled kind of person, try to be pretty down to earth, but right now I'm looking pretty entitled, kind of slouching back, leaning on, doing the one arm lean on the throne. Alright, so Neri. So, Might be I got myself nicked here and there for a few unsavory deeds. My name's on posters all over Defiance Bay now. Makes it harder to walk about freely if you get me. My thinking is, it's time for me to seek out new horizons. Deadfire Archipelago seems nice. Then I'm out of everyone's hair, only I could use some help getting there. Not that I'm asking you to do this for free, mind. I picked up a couple things here from a fellow I know. Not much good to me if I'm caught. Yeah, I mean, you should probably just turn yourself in, bro. You can't be serious. They'll hang me. You know what? I will make sure they give you a lenient sentence, but I don't know if I want to be... This dude, he hasn't said anything to deny that he's a criminal. He has just been doing petty theft, and he's trying to bribe me off with some equipment he got from what sounds like another shady deal. So yeah, I'm just gonna say I'll make sure they give you a lenient sentence. It's better than not living as an outlaw. What? So I just offer myself up, hope they're to take mercy? Never mind that. I'm not so keen on a stint behind bars. I mean, you're just gonna have to trust me. Not a chance. You're a clever one, you are, but you're not talking me into offering my own neck up to the hangman. He turns on their heels, lopping briskly out of the hall. Well, we gained prestige, I saw. Okay, so that's interesting. So it was just like a little decide this person's fate kind of thing. It's a bit interesting, as I feel like just because I've inherited this little keep doesn't really give me real power, but you know. 3 of us leveled up here, so let's go ahead and get some of this figured out. I think I'm going to do some athletics. You know what? Never mind. Some survival. I'll leave the points available to me. No, I'll get 1 in mechanics just to have it. And ranger abilities. Let's see. Swift aim. The ranger gets into a speedy and fluid offensive rhythm, reducing accuracy but increasing fire rate. And reload time with ranged weapons. Okay, so that's like the opposite of the one I do have, which increases my accuracy but reduces my attack speed. Wounding shot. Slow the target. Okay. Empathetic bond between the ranger and animal companion yields a preternatural awareness of incoming danger, giving both significant bonus to defense when both are subjected to the same area of effect. Long experience fighting together enables the ranger and the animal companion to fight as a highly efficient team. The ranger gains an accuracy bonus when fighting an enemy already engaged by the animal. Heightens the predatory instincts of the ranger's animal companion, giving them a damage bonus on any creature suffering damage over time. The ranger gains a portion of his or her animal companion's senses and instincts, becoming sensitive to incoming ranged attacks that target. Deflection. I think I'm going to go with the Stalker's Link. That's pretty cool. I get 10 accuracy when I attack the same thing as my bear, so I'll just have to kind of keep an eye on that in combat. Now for Aloth. He has a lot of lore. I want to give him some more mechanics. He's our dude who's been picking away at the locks. And we'll give him a little bit of athletics. And it looks like he's going to be able to learn his first few level 3 spells, so that's pretty cool. I think currently he only has level 2. So let's see. Arcane Dampener creates a nullifying field of antagonistic magical energy around the chosen point, suppressing all beneficial effects on enemies in the area of effect. Arduous Delay of Motion alters the perception of time for enemies in the area of effect, lowering their speed and movement. Consulhaut's Draining Touch. The caster's hand becomes a toxic parasite, causing corrosive damage to the target, weakening it and converting its life force to the caster as endurance. The caster becomes a living generator for a powerful bolt of electricity that strikes out in a straight line and bounces off walls, harming anything caught in its path. Deleterious Alacrity of Motion. Caster draws upon his or her life force to gain an increase of speed and movement while draining his or her own endurance. Expose Vulnerabilities. Bears the enemy's combat vulnerabilities for all to see, reducing the damage, reduction, deflection, and concentration. Fireball. Summons a flaming ball of molten earth that explodes at a targeted location, causing bird damage to all in the area of effect. Creates a ball of energy Kalikoth's minor blight creates a ball of energy in the caster's hand that can be thrown at an enemy, causing burn, freeze, corrode, or shock damage to anyone caught in the area of effect. Blights are continually replenished until the spell ends. Lengrath's displaced image causes the caster to appear visually displaced, increasing the deflection and reflex for the duration. Additionally, many deflection and reflex attacks that score hits will be converted to grazes. Well, that's pretty cool. Minoletta's bounding missiles summons 3 missiles that pierce through the target and leap to 2 additional targets each. So that one actually sounds really cool to me. Noxious Burst spews forth a poisonous cloud of foulness that causes corrode damage and leaves victims sickened. And Ringrim's Repulsive Visage. The caster's face becomes a nightmarish mask of rotting insect-infested flesh or other images of unspeakable horror, compelling all nearby foes to become terrified and sickened. I think I'm going to get the Bounding Missiles for a bit of damage. And then I was thinking this Arcane Dampener to suppress their beneficial effects. I haven't really come across any, but, you know, in the future, I know we will come across people who have some beneficial effects, so that might be helpful to have. Alright, and then now, last but not least, Edir. Let's give him some more athletics, you know what? And I guess a bit of lore to top him off. Alright. What is this? The fighter Discipline Barrage. The fighter intensely focuses on his or her training, significantly raising accuracy for a short amount of time. Guardian Stance. The fighter devotes all of his or her energy to defending allies. Lowers accuracy but increases deflection of nearby allies. That's actually pretty cool. And Into the Fray. The fighter lunges through the battle, pulling an enemy into immediate melee range, causing pierce damage and leaving them dazed. So that could be useful for, like, someone who's ranged, kind of just pulling them out of safety. Fighter becomes fiercely determined to deflect all incoming blows, dramatically increasing defenses for a short time. Probably don't... Oh, adventure for the flail, and he does use the flail. Steadies the fighter's arm, causing a percentage of their grazes to be converted to hits and increasing the minimum damage from melee weapons. That's pretty cool. I think I'm going to do this Into the Fray. I think it'd be cool to... it'd be a bit helpful to kind of pull in some of those ranged people. And then also it does a bit of additional damage. He's been mainly defense, or like my tank. And so, but I think it would be nice to give him a little bit of offense in those situations. Alright, now we're off. We are going back down the exact way we came, making the repeat trip.
Very nice. We're not sleeping here, are we?
No, we are not. We are leaving right now, actually. Oh, man. Alright, so now back to the Wooded Plains. This time we are actually going to stay here, I hope at least. That, I guess it depends on if another thing pops up. But I think by the time we get there, our Western Barbican will have finished. Look at that. Right on cue. Western Barbican complete. So next, I think I am going to do the Bright Hollow Restoration. It costs 500. I don't have enough for it yet, so I'll save up.
Light, flame, and sound.
Alright, we got this whole region to explore now in the Wooded Plains. And I'm guessing off to the west is where we'll find the entrance to get into Defiance Bay. It's a
Hey there.
I'm wondering if those are just like developers' own little touches, you know, like I do remember hearing that was what the when you're touching people's souls, that it was just different people who worked on the I can't remember if it was people who worked on the team or if it was like donors and like Kickstarters and supporters and stuff. I think they like got to write little like tiny little stories and segments that the game put in. If that's the case, if I'm not wrong, I think that would actually be pretty cool. Alright, so we all saw it. There's a dude right here. He's a forest lurker, immune to charm, confused, dominated, frightened, paralyzed, stunned, terrified. Not quite sure what his defenses or attack or anything are. So we're going to go ahead and give this a shot.
I'll teach you.
You are going to mark him. Kana, keep doing your little chanting. You guys don't have to sneak anymore. You guys are going to attack. I think this might be a tough fight, so I'm going to go ahead and really quickly boost everyone's armor. Let's make sure to get the guys in front, actually.
Teach you a lesson.
Alright, and now get in there and attack Aloth. How many spell slots do I have? 2 for that. Okay. Let's go ahead and launch some magic missiles at that dude. Alright, we're looking good. Bear's taking a bit of damage right now, but that's alright. Can we knock him down here? Let's see if we can. Yeah, we can. Alright. Let's get another knockdown in there. There we go. Killed him. A forest lurker. And it leveled Kana up. Nice. Is he an Amawa? I think that's what they're called. He has a lot of lore. You know, let's keep that up. It's pretty cool. I like that. And let's see here. So, chance. Okay, let's see. Loathe or endless host, the harbingers of doom. Generates a field of terror. Decreases the duration of and defends against frightened and terrified effects. Allies leave a hazardous trail of frost wherever they move, hobbling and causing freezing damage to enemies. Decreasing reload time and increases speed of range attacks. I love that, actually, because I have 3 ranged people, and they are all pretty much, like, at least I am, and I think Aloth is pretty glass cannon, so I think this would be very helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because especially if he's kind of standing in the back with us, I feel like that would be very, very beneficial to us. Got a log. Awakened wood. This irregular chunk of wood seems to hold a trace of life within it. Well, you know, we'll sell it. Because we're just good people selling the body parts of the mystical creatures we slay throughout the forest. Alright, I think it's been a little bit longer than half an hour, so I'm going to actually go ahead and stop here. We leveled everyone up except for Durance, so hopefully he'll level up pretty soon here. And we managed to get the, or figure out that stuff that was going on with the the ferry, as well as send that random thief that showed up at our keep off. So, you know, altogether not too shabby, and things got a little bit done. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you're liking the series, go ahead and I would love it if you could just show me how you feel about it, just by leaving a comment or liking, subscribing, whatever, just to show me if you're liking the series, how you think things are going. Or you could let other people know and have them watch as well. That would be awesome. But otherwise, just if you don't want to do any of that, that's perfectly fine. If you want to just keep watching yourself, I am perfectly happy with that as well. So thank you. Bye.